Hello!
Welcome
everyone. And yes, I am back. You guys don't have to deal with boring Bethany anymore. The energy is back.
That was harsh.
I know. I'm actually really scared for when this ends because I was supposed to get a laugh from you.
That was unnecessarily
I'm actually
harsh.
a little afraid now.
Would you guys, shut up. Would you guys like to look at how adorable Whiskey looks? He's very festive today in his little bow tie. Yes, he's so cute. And this is episode 171 of Ask a Puppy Trainer Show with Bethany, your #1 trainer. And so today we are going to answer as many questions as we can. You can put your comments below. Please include the age and breed of your dog, and I will answer it as thoroughly as possible, and he'll give his normal flippant usual answers.
Oh, you got me good. Yeah, you got me back, didn't you?
All right, let's...
No, you don't get any of them.
Yeah. So we're gonna, I've got Instagram, you've got TikTok.
She saw.
Charlotte says, hey. Hey girl, hey. All right.
Hey girl, hey. All right.
Dive in. Whiskey's gonna help.
I'm gonna start with this one.
You look so handsome.
Because it's on its own page. All right, this is from one of our videos. Does your puppy hate the crate at night? That was a video that we did. This is from D Walker 1600. Can a puppy be trained by both my husband and I? Also harness or collar. If harnessed, do you leave it on and connect to house leash when inside?
It is normal for the dog to kind of connect with one person, but you and your husband should both be training the dog. So you both need to get on the same page, watch the same videos. If you're the researcher, then you get all the information together and then do a few sessions with your husband, write out the commands, the schedule, the potty schedule, put it on the fridge. And if one of you does more work than the other, that's pretty normal. But you should both be involved and
you got to find some way to balance it out.
Yeah, using the same things.
You have 4 to 6 training sessions a day if you're doing the maximum, and even at minimum you're still doing 2 at least, hopefully. That's 1 each for you guys. So if I go to work early, my wife is going to be doing the training. If I come home a little bit earlier at night, I'll be doing the training at night.
Whatever, you don't train anymore. You don't train at home.
I have to train Cheyenne. She now...
That's a new thing.
It's because my dog jumped out of a 9-foot window to try to escape to come find me. She's 13.
She's elderly. They're both older dogs, so they don't get as much.
But she got trained again after that. She's senile now.
I think you should just do more management and just let her be happy, live her life.
You got to make sure both of you are getting a training. No, you don't get them anymore. No, you're mean to me. You don't get them.
I was mean to you. Did anybody see the opening of this? Did anybody see that?
Nope, they came a little bit late. They only saw you berating me.
That's called gaslighting.
It was. It totally was. All right, this is from Cyrus. Hi, any advice for potty training 5-month-old Great Dane living in an apartment complex? We have pee pads, which she's good with, but not all the time, and wanting to transition to going on walks. Have you guys started a schedule? Are you on any kind of structure schedule? Because we use structure schedule to teach dogs, go in the crate, hold it for a certain period of time, come out of the crate, and then we're going to take you to your potty area. So it's very structured. They know exactly when to go, where to go, and why they got to go. If they have a lot of freedom to move around, there's a lot of freedom to choose. Most puppies don't make the right choice because we haven't taught them how to yet. So if you're still getting a lot of accidents, they're missing the potty pad, I would recommend getting them in some kind of crate or even a playpen setup. Great Dane playpen.
Yeah, Great Dane playpen.
Maybe you get lucky.
Actually, I've seen some pitiful Great Danes on Instagram, towering over their
but
pitiful
they won't
gait,
even put a paw.
and they won't do anything. So
I've seen it too. It's a suggestion. Try it out if you think it's going to work.
Just don't leave them alone in a playpen.
Yes, and then the whole point of it is just so when they come out, they go to their potty area, and if they don't go, that's okay.
2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, thank you. 2 to 3 minutes. They don't go. Put them back in their potty, like their playpen area, crate area. Not potty area, crate playpen area. And then after 15 minutes, how old is the dog? 5 months?
5 months.
5 months old, probably about 25 to 30 minutes then.
Yeah.
After that, put them back in their area to go potty.
And
if you want this to be outside, get rid of the potty pad now. 5 months old, you're done with it.
Yep.
You need to take them out to the area you want them to go. Every time they come out of the crate, there can't be any shortcuts for that one.
I would make a tiny tweak to that. Before you do that, before you just get rid of the potty pads, for 3 to 5 days, make sure the first pee of the morning, which is the easiest pee, you take them outside immediately. And if I have to pick up my giant Great Dane to walk down the hallway to get them to pee outside, I'm gonna do it. And that's the easiest pee to accomplish.
Fireman carry.
And I'd probably give it 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes. And if they don't pee, I'll carry them back because they'll pee in the hallway, put them in crate, wait, like he said, 20, 25 minutes or so, pick them up to get that first pee. Once they're in the habit of that in the mornings, 3 to 5 mornings, then get rid of the puppy pad and stick to it. Okay, I've got some questions on here. Charlotte says 9-week-old Staffordshire Bull Terrier. She's very excitable. I actually really like this breed.
The Bull Terrier. I like the Bull Terrier.
Yeah, I really like this breed.
I like Staffy
Stafford,
too.
yeah, Staffies. Has been nipping and mouthing us a lot. That's really common for the breed. Not that that makes it okay, but everything you're saying, that is the breed. It's getting worse. Tips on how to help other than being distracted. Man, I've really got a story that I want to tell you, but we agreed no more stories on this because they take forever. Let me just tell you this.
Clip note.
Please. No, now I feel like I'm begging. Go to thepuppyacademy.com and click on online school and just look at what we have to offer. And if you don't like it, this is truly where the please, please, please goes. Get another trainer, another online school, a trainer that comes to your house. Because for me personally, and I think you can attest to this, but for me personally, having a staffy is a huge responsibility in this day and age. And it is your responsibility to seek out help, a program to follow, a structure schedule to follow, because it does not just get better, especially with this breed. It does not just go away. They don't just grow out of it. It will get worse with the family, and then maybe it will taper off, but it'll transfer. All that excitability that you can't control will absolutely transfer to now prey, other people, other dogs. They actually tend to be amazing with people, but let's talk about what a terrier is. They have issues with animals because we've spent hundreds of years breeding them to have issues with animals. And so there's a big responsibility on your shoulders, and so I just want to kind of put that out there. Not to just plug, what we do, but then I'd be able to work with you one-on-one, which would be great. In the meantime, you need to calm everything way, way down. This is a puppy. He's very calm. We did not magically make him that way. We are just channeling it and honing it. It's a temperament thing. If I have a puppy that snap, 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 they are, even at a different part of the day, they are not on the couch at all. Hardcore structure schedule. In the crate, out of the crate, few minutes of play, potty break, work on basic obedience, calm crate patterning. Even at 9 weeks old, you can do a version of that. I am calm, confident. The only time I create any excitability is when I'm teaching them drop it with the toy. And everything is very structured and you're very emotionally present. When you're
Let me eat my mic.
You're very emotional. You're fine. You're very emotionally present when you're out with your dog. So you are exuding what that dog needs to be calmer, just like the way you would to regulate a child who's having a meltdown. That's basically what you have. You have like an emotional being in your house, and so you have to help them regulate their emotions. And so that's going to be the big thing that you're looking at, not creating excitability and giving a ton of structure right off the bat. One more thing, every time that dog comes out of the crate needs to be on leash. You got anything to add to my big long spiel?
I have a pity. No matter what that dog bites, even if it's a little nip, a play bite, it's 1,000 times worse because it's a pity.
Yep.
That is how you will always be seen. That's how your dog will always be seen.
Yep.
As a fellow pity owner, that's just how it works. So when she's stressing and begging you to get training, I've seen her beg someone to get training once in the 6 years I've known her. That's how intense that was.
It was probably another pit bull or a Rottweiler.
It was a Rottie.
A Rottweiler.
Or maybe Adobe. I don't remember.
It could have been Adobe too, yeah.
But
protection breed.
She's done it very few times.
And pitties.
Take her advice.
Yep. Cool. All right, you got something?
I got something from TikTok. Kimberly keeps jabbing me.
No, she said no. You got nothing. You got nothing.
I got 5 right here. All right. 4-month-old puppy who starts staking a week after taking a bath because living downtown. Is it okay to give him a bath once a week or so?
Yep.
So that's a fun one. We are definitely qualified to answer it because we have a pitty who needs a bath every week, but my wife was told years ago that you can't. You can only give like one a month. We were told by our vet that yes, you absolutely can. You just can't do a really harsh shampoo. So it's like you can't do like a flea killer shampoo once a week. You're going to destroy their skin. But if you just do like an oatmeal shampoo, something like that, yeah, absolutely, you can give them a bath a week.
And in between, do grooming wipes that are not filled with chemicals.
Yeah, smart.
Do like some grooming wipes so you can wipe down their legs and belly when they come inside.
And if you have any dog that has a yeast issue, like bulldogs, things like that, Kimberly, tell us the wipes again. Just tell me the wipes. What are the wipes that we use?
I'm not a vet, but Malaket is what works.
Malaket wipes work really well for yeast. We are not veterinarians, but we've met with a lot of them.
Kimberly, I'm going to give you...
Is he done?
No, he's not done.
He's just bored.
He's bored and he's not like he's uncomfortable. Like he's not just calming down and laying down. He's like, I'm bored.
But yeah, Malaket wipes. Okay. Check them out. And if you're curious about them, come for your vet. See what they say.
All right, Caitlin says tips for raising a puppy, but also working full time in an office.
Oh, I think there's a spider web in the corner up there. And I hate spiders.
Okay. I'll be honest, Caitlin, excuse me. I don't really have enough specifics to be super helpful.
Is this dog allowed to come into the office with you? Can you put a crate in your office? Can you put a playpen in your office? Do you have someone that can check in on the puppy multiple times a day if you're going to leave them at home in the crate? These are the things that we need to know to kind of build you a schedule. Age and
breed helps too. You can go to our bio and click on the link, and you can do something that will show you where there's a sample schedule.
And while you're doing that something, let us know how it goes.
The masterclass.
There we go.
So you'll click on the masterclass and you'll get some things.
And honestly, there's probably, an hour video, 35-minute video where we actually explain all the different options you have.
No, there's not.
That's not the masterclass?
That's if you join.
Oh, that's at our online school.
That's the online.
If you join our online school, we also have a very, very intricate video that just explains the whole thing.
But anyway, what are your choices? If you are in one of those situations where you're gone all day, and your puppy's actually doing pretty okay with that, just make sure they're in a really secure spot and they've got like some puppy pad areas and things like that. You're getting up extra early to work with them, play with them, let them rest, and then while you get ready, and then taking them out to potty one final time. And then at night, your night is really devoted to them. And on your days off, you stick with a potty schedule hardcore, and it'll just take probably triple as long to potty train them if you're in that situation. Okay.
But make sure you get in your obedience. You got to get in at least 2 sessions of obedience, 10 minutes each time, at minimum.
Yep. Josie, 10-week-old Basset Hound.
Oh, Basset. We don't get too many Bassets.
I love Basset Hounds. Great sleeping in her crate at night, but barks in her crate during the day. Should we just continue ignoring the barking? Maybe, but let's make sure it's in a calm, dark room. They can't see underneath a door, so they can't see shadows or have a lot of sound coming through. So they might need to be on the other side of the bed or in the laundry room or something like that. Play a white noise machine, fan, humidifier.
Are you guys light sleepers? Are you getting up multiple times a night to go potty?
No, it's during the day the barking's happening.
Oh, I thought it was at night.
No, just during the day. And so they do need to learn how to be calm during the day and take scheduled downtime, scheduled naps. And so I would just, keep with it and make sure you're not giving them tons of affection 15 to 20 minutes before they go into crate and 15 to 20 minutes when they come out. Honestly, with crate stuff, more of it is what are you doing when they're out with you? Tons of affection, excitement instead of teaching them how to live with you as an adult dog. And so you really want to balance that out.
I just think about how we break down our free time. Fast-paced to start to use up some energy. Slow-paced near the end to settle them down through training and use training to calm them. And then she said 15, 20 minutes forward in the crate. That's her supervised separation. That's putting them in a playpen on a dog bed.
Or a crate in the living room.
Or a crate, whatever you guys choose. But they have to have downtime where they can still see you. So you're using the tiredness that they have to teach them to exist in your space without getting anything from you. So then when they do go to the quiet room where they're going to be crated, it's a little bit easier for them to manage themselves.
If you can. Some dogs don't do great with being around you. If you're already having barking issues, then they might bark their heads off in a playpen too. But try it. So let's say that you couldn't use a playpen, then you would do your supervised separation on leash, tethered to you, but not giving them any attention. Only just telling them what not to do, and then maybe a nylabone or something like that to occupy their time and just chill them out. And it's no, I'm not messing with you right now. You need to calm down. And so you want to find some balance of that. Otherwise, no matter what you do, they probably wouldn't stop barking in crate. All right, what else we got?
It will take you a couple months.
We've got so much today. This is awesome.
I want one.
Austin says, so you don't get one because TikTok is not showing up. All right. I see people on there though. Hi, can I have some hearts?
I got questions right here. What are you talking
I saw some hearts
about?
earlier. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I haven't seen any. Okay, okay. Austin
Shit,
said.
I don't have anything. I mean, people are just telling me what they're doing.
Cool. Come on, get in the game here.
Was that cool?
Austin said, it's called sarcasm. 7-month-old crate trained golden during the day, upcoming family gatherings, holidays in the evening, tips on how to organize the routine as evenings are his high energy time. Ooh, I like this one. Do you have anything you want?
No, I got to reread it. You read too quickly.
There you go. Okay, so family having holidays come up and they have a bit of a puppy. It's normal for them to have a lot of energy in the evenings. And so this is what I would do. First, you want to practice before the holidays come, okay? So make sure that when the sun goes down, before dinner, maybe you guys have been practicing some place duration. If you haven't, I don't even know what to say to you. You got a 7-month-old, your dog needs to know how to go to place.
What if
all
they
right?
don't know place duration yet?
Then you need to either join our online school or go on Google, YouTube, and type in how to teach place duration balanced dog training. And so let's say you normally practice place duration while you're eating dinner as a family. Instead, you 3 nights a week, you would crate them while you're having dinner as a family. So you're gonna go ahead and prep them to kind of be ready for that and crate them in a different room as well. And then what I would do when the actual holidays come up is I would give them extra exercise. And I don't mean like running for the ball. I mean like more structured, maybe a hike and maybe a little bit of ball time on the hike or something like that. Structured walk, instead of 30 minutes, do an hour, like those types of differences.
Structured exercise.
Structured exercise, yeah. And the reason I mentioned a hike is it's structured and fulfilling all at the same time. But anyway, you would have, people come over while the dog's in crate. Once everybody gets there and is settled down, take the dog out to sneak the dog to the front door out to potty, and then bring them in and work with the dog. Food work, place, sit. Oh, hey, Uncle Joe, how's it going? Just ignore me. I'm training my dog. No, we're not doing any petting. I'm actually just training him. And in fact, I would make like an announcement because I'm that type of person before I went and got my dog. Hey, I'm bringing my dog out. Nobody look at him or touch him or pet him, okay? It's for me. It's not for you. So then you go and you get the dog.
She would totally do that too.
I have done that.
I remember your uncle.
I have done that. So I changed his name for protection.
Did you?
Yes.
I call him Uncle Joe.
So anyway, then you bring him out and you work with him for a minute. And if he's doing good, if he can focus on you, take in food from you, sit next to you, place, hang out, watch some people walk by, have a conversation with Aunt Delilah while he just sits there on place while you're feeding food. Oh yeah, school's going great, Aunt Delilah. Then you can release him to go say hi to someone and he's gonna get excited. You're gonna calm him back down, put him back in place, work him another few minutes, put him back in crate. And if you wanna do that 1, 2, 3 times during a 4-hour event, that's fine. Once the alcohol comes out, the dog stays in crate.
Because impulse control in humans is gone.
That's my advice.
That's where you get Uncle Steve rolling around on the ground with the dog.
Yes. And then it's like, then he's bleeding from being nipped too hard. And he's like, it's fine.
You really do know Uncle Steve well. We all got that Uncle Steve in our family.
Hey,
All right, let's
there's
get
finally
one
a
from here.
TikTok one.
Well, I'm doing one of these now. All right.
I tried.
My puppies sleep all night, but when I take them out of the crate in the morning, they jump and bite. Any advice on how to stop them?
We answered
this one last week. I have a great note next to it. Look at our live from last week, guys. It's just going to be somewhere in that 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you remember if we did it in the beginning or the end?
Nope.
Okay,
But
great.
I know it has to do with the
All
leash.
30 minutes. How fun.
The leash.
All right, now I'll answer my TikTok question.
Okay.
All right.
I have more.
Oh, shoot, I messed it up.
Laura said-
Border,
oh.
no, stop it.
Here, lean back so Josh can edit you properly.
I did get yelled at for that.
Do you guys ever see our videos and you just see his forehead like right here and he's like this? So
I got a gorgeous forehead. It's definitely a 5-er.
Hey,
All right.
I don't disagree.
Thoughts on AKC CGC as a good goal for obedience training? As a goal for obedience?
No, I think I'm more qualified to answer that one.
Are you? No. That's what I do, guys. AKC CGC is a great program for dogs who already have their obedience. No, it's not a good obedience program. It's considered advanced obedience. It's considered ambassador of the breed, and you actually have a 1-year cutoff before you can even get registered for AKC CGC because that's when most dogs start maturing enough.
And it's way different than you think,
The
too.
goal is for the dog to be a therapy dog.
It's so.
You can use everything from CGC except for test item number 7 and test item number 10.
It's so different than you think it is, guys. It's like once you learn that the dog has to be able to be handled and not move and not engage with its surroundings, people are shocked, including me. And I learned all about that through this guy, actually. And so just keep that in mind, is that when we sound so strict and so mean and blah, 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 it's actually the standard for training is to be able to take your dog into an environment and they care about you and not being social.
They don't care about the other dogs or people. You're first and foremost.
You're first.
CGC is a great program, though, to proof your basic obedience.
Yes.
And it will actually show you the next opening into advanced obedience. Whatever test items you're lacking in, go back to those, hire a trainer, and say, these are the items I want to work on. And if your obedience is strong enough, they'll do it.
Cool. All right. Charlotte says, Charlotte is the staffy woman that I had first. All right, thank you. Of course, I agree. Yay. Honestly, a lot of what I was saying was like for mostly other people too. I mean, if you're on here and you're asking questions, obviously you're already in a really good place. We really want to ensure that she's getting the best start. Great. Goes in the Cane Corso. Goes in. That's adorable if I'm saying it right. Gozen. Gozen, come. 16-week-old Cane, scared of the dark. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at you.
Canes are some of the biggest wussy dogs as puppies.
And they're so like nervous jumping and like, ooh, what is that? And ooh, and it's like, come on.
Then they get older and they're just tough as nails.
Man, especially, I get all the nervy Canes that stay nervy. I get so many nervy Canes, I cannot even tell you. Especially when the neighbor dogs are barking, what should I do? Return your protection dog and be like, this one's broken. Can I get another one? No, I'm just kidding. If you didn't get this dog to show this dog in like IPO, and if you didn't get this dog as a protection dog, then keep this dog, work with this dog. But if you had anything in mind to actually work with this dog on what they're bred to do, even just having it in the yard as a guard dog and being good with the family, then you actually should consider talking to the breeder. But let's say that that's not why you got the dog at all. You love the dog and you just want to help the dog. Then you got a lot of work to do because this baby is going to be big, okay? First of all, 16-week-old dog, do you know, like 16-week-old Cane, do you know that we have an online school where we actually put everything? Okay.
You're in our online school. Good for you guys.
Where we put like every little bit of this is outlined for you, what to do, when to do it, and you guys get to talk to us one-on-one. It gets confusing. I know it does. This actually isn't the place to get the thorough deep dive. This is more, we help people as much as we can with the little bit of information that we get, and we joke around and try to make it entertaining as much as possible. I think most of the time we just entertain ourselves, but that's how it is.
I'm always entertained.
Yeah, I know you are. But at 4 p.m., Gozen's family, show up, or you can always message us.
Pacific time, 4 p.m. Pacific time.
4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You should get an email every week to link to our Zoom, or you get us one-on-one. If you can't make it, I want a thorough breakdown. I've got age and breed, but just remind me, age, breed, what you're dealing with, and what you've been doing so far, and how far you are in the program. And Gozen family, we will really break it down for you in a way that we just can't do here. So hopefully that gives you, a jumping off point. Because I don't even want to get into this because I want a deep dive. Because this is a big deal. It's a big deal.
I'm getting a Pocket Beagle that is 8 weeks old. How often should I be getting up in the night to go potty?
Aren't beagles already pretty small?
Yeah, but pockets are. Imagine the little wiener dog we have, but as a Pocket Beagle. Damn, that'd be cute.
So that means...
That's probably a really cute dog.
So that means that their bladder...
Yeah, is less than the size of a walnut. It's probably the size of a pea.
So,
one, you need to measure out their water. There shouldn't be free access to water. And I shouldn't even take a bowl and be like, tss, tss, and then give them the bowl. I should be measuring out water, literally with like a teaspoon, to make sure I'm giving them enough and not too much.
Yeah.
Because if you give too much water, you'll be up every hour for 8 hours straight.
No. That's not
30
fair.
minutes probably.
No, that's not fair either. If it's truly a pocket, like remember there used to be the poodle pockets until they had all the teeth issues. So if this is truly a pocket, half the size of a normal beagle, you're going to be going out every 30 to 45 minutes for 2 weeks, and then an hour for maybe another week, and then you could probably start to bump it hour and a half, 2 hours. Now, dogs that are calmer, puppies that are naturally calmer can usually hold it longer.
Yeah, because they're not moving as much.
Yeah, but he's right about the measuring the water.
I don't think you're gonna have a calm pocket beagle. That just sounds like a very energetic, happy dog.
Beagles can be really calm. So
As
maybe
young puppies, they could be.
I don't know what they breed them with though to make them smaller.
Wiener dogs.
I hope not. That makes sense though, because you're not doing it with like a poodle
I'm
or a
kind of
Yorkie.
serious. I think it probably is.
But-
if you're on, let us know what you breed.
Yeah,
what
if
they
you
bred
know,
with.
yeah, I'm sure you probably asked.
I'm gonna look it up after this.
That's
I
so
really
funny.
am.
But at night, you might be able to get double that. So instead of like 45 minutes, like during the day, you might be able to get an hour and a half, and that might only be for 3-4 nights. And then your pocket thing, your pocket beagle.
Pocket thing.
Well, I was pocket pitty is what I was about to say, but those are actually still big.
Yeah.
Pocket beagle is probably still, it's probably going to be able to do 3 hours, and then maybe even 4 by the time you hit a week or 2. So my point is that you start on the tiny low end of what we're going to anticipate this bladder being like, but you can very quickly push it and see how it goes, like very quickly.
And if you have like an alarm set, don't do an alarm with a sound. You need to do an alarm with a vibration, and I would put it under my pillow to mute most of the vibration. I should not be waking up my puppy with that alarm, because that's probably also going to start triggering them into a habit. Yeah. So you want to make sure.
If you can.
Yeah, whatever you can. I mean,
Yeah.
I know it's only so much management you can do. Like my wife won't even sleep with the phone on the bed because radio waves or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
It's under my pillow every night.
That makes so
I
much
know,
sense.
doesn't it?
I know
That
there's
ADHD is
things.
strong.
I know there's things in there like pushing on parts of your brain that make you the way you are.
ADHD.
All right. One more. All right.
We got one. We were a minute late, so maybe 2 more.
Let's see. I'm trying to find one.
I didn't even know we had a
I'm
second
not.
page.
No, do I want to touch that one? What training to prevent resource guarding in an Australian Labradoodle, 11 weeks old? The reason I'm answering this is because you said to prevent resource guarding. Because if it was resource guarding, I would say you need to get into the program ASAP, and you need to talk to the breeder immediately and ask some questions and decide if you want to live with this potentially forever. Prevent resource guarding, though, that's interesting. Have we ever gotten this question?
What training to prevent resource?
Prevent 11-week-old Australian Labradoodle. Because you know what
That's
they're
someone
asking.
who knows the breed really, really well and has had a bad experience before.
Potentially.
Honestly.
Because you get all this advice of like hands in the food and spit in the food and make sure while they're
One
eating,
of the
your
greatest
hands
ways
are
to
there.
create resource guarding.
Yeah. And so there's a lot of different opinions out there, and I used to be the person 20 years ago. I'm much older than I look. It's LA. I won't share my secrets. So 20 years ago, I would put my hands in the food bowl of my dogs because I thought that's what we needed to do. That was definitely a really mainstream thing, and it still is in a lot of circles. All I did was make sure that the dog was comfortable with me, but then it would look at potentially other people around me and be like, are you going to do the same thing? Because I don't have the same relationship with you. This happened to my husband with Happy.
Oh.
So I had
It would be Happy too. She's a food demon.
I had a little dog for 20 years, and she lived a long, long life, almost 20 years. And she was one of the dogs that I did that with. So she was fine with me. I could take stuff away. If she so much as saw Chris coming in the room, she was like, don't even think about it. She was a little thing. And so for me, and that's just one anecdotal example. I can give you a ton of others. For me, it's really important that you know that whatever you do, whatever you decide to do, it does not mean the dog is going to be good with everything. We personally like the idea of feed the dog and leave them be and teach them a really strong out or place command. So even when you go and take the bowl, they can, when they get older, it takes a little bit of age to do this, but then they can go to place, lay down, then you pick up the bowl. So you're not even getting into their space when they're licking the bowl and becoming confrontational.
You create conflict by moving in while they're still eating.
Yes.
You put pressure on them. When you move in, they're going to look up, see you, and it's going to feel like a weight has has been put on their back.
Now, I do like to have them in crate, teach them to be calm when they're really young. When they're out of crate and they're a little older, place command, and they have to be calm while I'm prepping food. They cannot be in my space. And you're just putting a lot of boundaries in around the food, but when they actually get the bowl, it's their bowl. Now, there is one thing that I do like to practice. I don't practice it with every
I know you're
puppy.
gonna say it. I was waiting
the lift
for it.
up, is that what you're thinking of?
Nope, not what I was thinking of.
Okay.
All right, do your lift
So
off.
I was thinking of you could put a few, and this is with just young puppies really, you put part of the food in the bowl, teach them to wait calmly, like out of your space. This is more blocking and crate or place oriented. And then you put the bowl down, release them. You can keep a hold of the food bowl. When they eat it all up, you lift the bowl straight up. You don't like take it down and out. You lift it straight up as they eat their last piece. Good, back in place, chill out, put a little bit more in, break. And so you practice this routine of, I'm the giver. I'm not the taker-awayer. I'm the giver of all of this food. And that's one of the ways that I like to work on a little bit of mild stiffness and things like that. What were you going to say?
I like to talk about the dogs don't bite the hand that feeds them. Lies.
That's not true.
Absolute lies. They will absolutely bite your hand.
Yeah.
But there's a certain thing that, the whole thing that came from was hand feeding your dog and then going to a bowl and them not biting you. Mm-hmm. It's not hand feeding your dog alone. It's hand training your dog with food.
Yes.
So it's holding that food in your hand, having your pouch of kibble, the whole meal's in it.
They're working
and I'm
for
doing
food.
a handful of 3 or 4 pieces, and I'm doing easy stuff. Come, food.
If I'm tired,
food.
I've got a whole handful.
Yeah. That's what I meant. And it's like you're after work, it's the end of work, you're home, you're tired, you're bored, you just want to sit on the couch and watch TV, and you literally just throw your pouch on, you got your dog on a leash, maybe he's on the other hip, and you're
5-10
literally
minutes.
just doing come good treat,
5-10
place good
minutes.
treat, break treat.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
5-10
good.
minutes, and you will create that connection with your dog, and that is the principle of your dog won't bite the hand that feeds
I'm so
you
glad you said
because
that.
you're actively feeding them
Yep.
while training.
So glad you said that. It's so important. So anyway, we can't like do hardcore deep dive. I really loved this question, Kazoo. Kazoo the hero. I don't know if that's the dog or the person.
Where?
If that's the person, you got a lot of confidence, man.
Yeah, they got a picture of the dog. That's Kazu.
That's Kazoo.
It's Kazu.
So anyway, feel free to follow up. We'll try to make sure we look for it if you have a follow-up question, because I love that question. It was good. We should do a video on that on our online school.
We've had a lot of aware parents today.
Yeah.
Because you guys are like,
Way to go,
you guys are
guys.
making points that we would usually have to make for you. You
Yeah.
guys are awesome.
Yeah, way to go. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully I wasn't too boring for y'all.
No, I woke you up. Don't worry.
I will see you. Oh, crap, I'm gone next week. He will see you. So if you don't want to show up,
No one's going to show up now just to spite me.
it's totally understandable if you don't want to show up next
That's
week.
okay. I won't show up either then.
Because it's just him. Yes, you will.
Oh, I have to.
You have to.
All right, guys. Bye. Instagram, you guys get...